Hey, what's good? Shane Gillis is an actor, podcaster, and stand up comedian, and it's because of his comedy that he got a job on Saturday Night Live. It's also because of his comedy that he got fired before his first day. From what I understand, he's ruffled some feathers during this opening monologue of this year's ESPY Awards, and if you didn't know, ESPYs is kind of the professional equivalent to your kids' sports leagues, except not everyone gets a trophy. Let's check out Shane Gillis at the ESPYs. I'm going to be doing some warm-up sketches before we get into it. Remember to go to coconutjustice.com to get you some clothes I think would look good on you. Let's go. All right, Shane Gillis. Let's see what you got.
Please welcome your host, Shane Gillis.
Welcome your host. All the athletes. Shane got a big ass head, dude.
Hello. Welcome to the 2025 ESPYs. I'm so excited to be here in front of so many amazing athletes. World champion Freddie Freeman is here. Give it up for Freddie. Yeah.
World champion. He plays baseball for the Dodgers.
WNBA legend Deanna Taurasi is here. Give it up for her. My bad on that. SGA is here. Give it up for SGA. Hell yeah, bro. And now everybody sitting around him is in foul trouble. Megan Rapinoe could not make it tonight. Nice. No, we're going to pretend she's a good time. All right.
From what I remember, I think if I'm remembering correctly, Megan Rapinoe is the soccer player that wants. I think she wants the lady soccer players to get paid more, but it was a deal that they made and that they. I don't know. It's been a minute, but he's making reference to her being grumpy, I guess.
John Jones and Nate Diaz are here. Hell yeah.
UFC, John Jones, one of the greatest.
I had a couple drinks with those guys last night at the hotel, and it was terrifying. Donald Trump wants to stage a UFC fight on the White House lawn. The last time he staged a fight in D.C., Mike Pence almost died.
He's making reference to January 6th, which is funny because my next song, if you don't know, I have a song called Bauhaus. It's a diss track that goes out to rappers that do their own graphic design. He's making reference to January 6th, which is funny. That's my next song is going to be referencing January 6th stuff. But yeah, that knucklehead is planning a UFC fight on the lawn of the White House. This dude, you want to talk about hooker? This dude's a hooker. He will do all kinds of tricks for cash. Oh, okay.
All right. No, you don't have to do that. It was fine. I didn't write it. Actually, there was supposed to be an Epstein joke here, but as it got deleted. Must have probably deleted itself, right? Probably never existed, actually.
Boy, these Epstein files, they need to get released. Nobody's playing around with them anymore. You got to let them go.
Let's move on as a country and ignore that. The New York Knicks had a great season. Yeah, hell yeah.
We haven't been able to say that in a while.
Anthony Towns is here. Hey, girl. Max Crosby is here. Max, I hope you had a good Juneteenth, brother. Well, that guy's weird. Four-time WNBA All-Star Brittany Hicks is here. Give it up for Brittany, everybody. I'm joking around. That's my friend's wife. I knew none of you knew WNBA players. That's crazy. You clap for that. Simone Biles is here. Yeah, hell yeah.
It's wild he said that. Her husband plays for the Bears.
Simone Biles is 4'8" and has 7 gold medals. She's short and has a lot of gold. When she's not competing, she leads a quiet life at the base of a rainbow.
Yeah.
It's a leprechaun joke. If you tell Simone a riddle and she can't answer it, she has to give you all of her gold medals. That was the best one. Joe Rogan actually wanted me to be here to host this award show so that I could capture Adam Silver because Joe thinks he's an alien. And Donald Trump wanted me to be here to capture Juan Soto for the same reason. It's an alien
Juan
joke.
Soto is an
Who
amazing
booed up
baseball
there, dude?
player. I
Shut up.
believe he plays for the Mets now.
Aaron Rodgers did not take the vaccine because he predicted it would be bad for him. And then he joined the New York Jets. So maybe he wasn't right about everything.
And now he's with the
George
Steelers, I
Sanders
think.
had his jersey number retired at Colorado this year, and people are saying it's because of nepotism, because of his father, and it's not. It's because he went 13-12 over his career, and he almost won the Alamo Bowl. Definitely not nepotism, right? All right.
And we're starting to see nepotism go crazy too, because a lot of the folks that help build up these leagues, their kids are now going through the system. And so what's happening with Shador is he went to college at Colorado, and he was supposed to get drafted like super high up. But because of apparently everyone's afraid of his dad, who is Neon Deion Sanders, they're afraid of his influence, I guess. And so he went, instead of first or second in the entire draft, Shador Sanders got drafted in like the 7th or 8th round, something ridiculous. And a lot of it, like rumor had it that it was because people didn't want to deal with his dad and his dad's fame, which to me, I don't know, dude. Shador got drafted by the Browns, and I think Cleveland is going to be way better in the very near future. I don't know if they're going to make it all the way to the playoffs yet, but Shador is the truth. He's a really good quarterback, and it just kind of shows you if you go against the grain even just a little bit, it's going to cost you, because the difference in salary from someone in the first or second pick compared to someone that goes in the 7th or 8th round, the numbers are bonkers. So it's really ridiculous that this kid went so low when he's way better than a lot of people that went before him. Anyway, let's finish up.
It's a big year for the WNBA. I love Caitlin Clark.
She's a baller. She's a baller. She's
Caitlin
such a
Clark,
badass.
She and I have a lot in common. We're both whites from the Midwest who have nailed a bunch of threes. All right. There you go. Lighten up a little. This is not serious.
Oh my God, that was funny.
We'll see about this one. When Caitlin Clark retires from the WNBA, she's going to work at a Waffle House so she can continue doing what she loves most, fist-fighting black women.
All right, so listen. I'm not saying... So I grew up in Chicago and the Chicagoland area. So my mom lived in Cicero, which is a western suburb. And there was an old country buffet that it blew my mind. We went there for brunch or dinner or whatever the hell it was. And I noticed that there was armed guards at the old country buffet. They had pistols. Apparently, if you ate too many of the biscuits, other people would get upset or whatever item it was. If you had the last piece of bacon, whatever, people get upset. If you're anywhere in the Chicagoland area, if you understand the Chicagoland area, Cicero is probably these days, I think they're still mostly Mexican, some blacks, sprinkling of whites. So it's a very working class neighborhood, and they take their all you can eat buffets very seriously.
Hell yeah. Who yelled? Drewski? Thank you, bro. Oh, John Jones. Yeah. What are you, nut jobs over there? Hell yeah. Shohei Ohtani couldn't make it tonight. Man, I hope his interpreter didn't bet that he was going to be here.
Oh, boy.
Shohei is a once-in-a-generation.
Shohei Ohtani is literally the best baseball player on the planet. He pitches, he hits, he fields. He's amazing. But he had a translator. He's originally from Japan, and he had a translator, and his translator was just ripping him off back and forth. And just getting rich off the back end, and it was not cool.
Talent. No one's been able to do what he does at so many positions, pitcher, hitter, and bookie. A bookie is what Bill Belichick reads to his girlfriend before bedtime.
Bill Belichick was the head coach for that's wild, for the New England Patriots, and once he retired, he broke up with his wife and he started dating some young girl. And when I mean young, like I think he's in his 70s, possibly 80s, and she's like in her mid 20s, 24, 25, something like that. Not for anything, but when they get interviewed together, it's, for me, it's a little uncomfortable, but it's not my story, so I don't care. But yeah, my man went out there, won a bunch of Super Bowls, and then he went and got himself a little 24, 25-year-old.
They do. They read The Very Horny Caterpillar. The little engine that could, but needed a pill first. And of course, the classic Goodnight Boobs.
That's one of my favorites.
Also, I'm not trashing Bill Belichick. First off, he's 73 years old and he's dating a hot 24-year-old, and people are criticizing
73 and 24.
What happened
Jeepers.
to this country? We used to be a great country. He won 6 Super Bowls. Yeah. He's dating a hot 24-year-old. Maybe if you guys won 6 Super Bowls, you wouldn't be sitting next to a fat, ugly dog wife.
He just got done bagging on so many people's wives.
They let me do it. I don't. Disney, they allowed that. Yeah, I'm going to tell you a story. I was at we should have taken that out. I had doubts going into that. That didn't work all week.
Not all
Actually,
week.
it was a good year for me in sports. I went to Notre Dame, went to the national title. I was at go Irish. I was at the Eagles game, the Super Bowl when they won, and it was not go Birds. Go Birds. Yeah. But I was down there. I'm just gonna tell you a story real quick. It's not a good joke. I was it was halftime of the game, and we looked up, and you could see Donald Trump. He was sitting in the suite, like at the 50-yard line. You couldn't see him, but you could see like his silhouette. You know what I mean? He was just. Also, can we stop pretending Donald Trump knows ball? It's like a weird thing where they're like, man, he loves sport. He doesn't know anything.
Stop pretending he knows
sports.
anything.
Every time a team comes and visits the White House, he's like, and you must be the guy who catches. It's like, look at these guys, big guys, black guys. And that's just when the New York Liberty visited. They didn't.
Damn. New York Liberty is the WNBA, New York WNBA. So ladies basketball.
That's just a joke. But But it was halftime, and we looked up and we saw Trump. I was with my buddy, and I was like, we should just sneak up there and try to meet him. And we did. We got into his suite, which turns out it's pretty easy to get access to Donald Trump, which is probably why he keeps getting shot all the time. We just got right in there. But we're in there. He doesn't know who I am, but there's a line of people, and he's just shaking hands with everybody. And I was at the end of the line. But also, I took a picture with him, and I posted it, and people got upset about that. What the hell? He's the president. If Osama bin Laden was in the suite, I would have been like, yeah, you're crazy. All right. But
That's wild.
he's shaking hands with everybody, and it's very funny. Trump does this thing whenever he meets somebody for the first time, even if he doesn't know him. He gives them like a crazy compliment. It's kind of nice. Like he got to the guy next to me, and he was like, look at you, you're beautiful. And then he got to me, and he was like, look at you, you're huge. I was like, thank you, Mr. President. But he shook my hand, he stood next to me. So I'm just, you know, I was at the end of the line, so there's no one else for him to shake hands with. So he's just standing next. I got to hear him breathe for like a minute, just standing next to me, just. And then his daughter, Ivanka, walked over to us, which, by the way, so hot. She walked over, and it was halftime of the Super Bowl. I was hammered. I was like, hello. Your dad just said I was huge. So now it's me, Trump, and Ivanka. They're not talking to me, obviously, but I can overhear what they're saying. And Trump goes, Ivanka, how would you like to meet the president of soccer? And sure enough, the president of FIFA soccer was also in the suite with us. He was getting like nachos. And Donald Trump just looks at him and goes, you. And the guy put his plate down and walked straight to us. And then Donald Trump didn't even look at him. He just kept talking to his daughter, and he goes, this is the president of soccer. And they gave us the World Cup, and they did that because of me. And then he walked out of the room. It was just me and the president of FIFA looking at each other like,
Okay.
that was crazy. That was a dumb thing to say. It was crazy. That was crazy, being in that room. It's crazy to be in this room with so many legends. You guys are awesome. Oscar Robertson, that's awesome. Sugar Ray Leonard's here. Hell yeah. Sugar Ray, you're the man,
Oscar
but what, in
Robertson.
10 years, Jake Paul's going to try to knock you out, so take it easy.
He looks good.
There's one thing I want to say before I get out of here, and this is a dumb joke. You guys aren't going to like it, but it's just a Norm Macdonald joke that I loved when he hosted the ESPYs, and I'm going to do it now.
Shout out Norm
Travis
Macdonald.
Hunter won the Heisman Trophy this year. He's the first defensive player since Charles Woodson to win the Heisman. Congratulations, Travis Hunter, winning the Heisman. That's something they can never take away from you, unless you kill your wife and a waiter. In which case they can take that away from you.
Dog.
Well,
That was a reference to OJ.
see, a lot of you don't like me, and that's okay.
That was Shane Gillis. That his comedy is a lot like his personality. It's he's on the uncomfort or the discomfort that he shows. I think it's part of his bit, but it's part of, you know, him, and he's self-deprecating and all that stuff. But, you know, to me, he's not necessarily like a Dave Chappelle or anything like that. He's more of like your high school friend, that one dude that, you know, maybe his parents didn't get along all that well. He didn't have a lot going for him, and he just wanted to cut up all day long. That's But Shane came and he did his thing. That was hilarious. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share it with each and every one of your friends. And if you want to come hang out with me, watch videos while I work on creative projects, hit that subscribe button. Then change the little bell so it says all. That way, every time I come out with something new, you'll be alerted. Don't forget to go to coconutjustice.com to get you some dope gear. And with that, I'm out.